In this short video, we're going to focus on how you can make your presentations, whether they're for your academic work or your real life work, interesting, engaging, and effective. Often when we talk about research skills, we think about researching in the library, how to use online resources. We think about writing up the ideas that we have, and we often neglect presentation. But being able to communicate your ideas effectively to your chosen audience is a critical part of making sure that the hard work that you do in your research gets across to and is used by others. So here are some tips for how your presentations can be engaging and effective. And maybe you'll be like this guy. Mic drop. First simple suggestion is practice. The more you practice your presentation, the more comfortable you will be with what it is that you would like to say. It's really great, particularly now that many of us are spending time at home. I'm sure your family members would love to hear your presentation. And if not, perhaps you have a friendly pet who will lend an ear. It's also really helpful to record yourself and then, oh, this is so cringy, watch it back. See what you're doing. Is your pace okay? What are your facial expressions like? Is your message coming across as clearly as you intend? When you're making slides, keep the text low. You want the slides to act as visuals in the background, not the thing that people are distracted by reading while you're speaking. Pictures are amazing. They really are worth 1,000 words, yes. And pace yourself. Be clear, be confident, and if you misspeak, as I just did, just keep going. And that leads me to this really important point, and it's something that I've learned over many years. You're the only person who knows what it was that you were going to say. Also, people remember phrases, not speeches. If you think to the most quotable quote that you know, it's probably pretty short. Keep it short, keep it simple, and your audience will remember. And when you're presenting to academic colleagues, particularly in this class, we are, I promise you, the friendliest audience that you could ask for. So now it's time to do your big presentation. How are you going to make it the best possible? Here are a few simple steps for putting yourself in the spotlight. First, you might just want to take a bit of time to reflect. So, how good are your presentation skills really? For those of you who like a good online quiz, here's one. You can pause the video or you can download the slides, click the link, and find out where your strengths and weaknesses as a presenter lie. Many of you may have heard of Toastmasters. This is an international organization focused on building public speaking skills. They have a really helpful, well-resourced website, including these 90 tips on public speaking from 90 years of Toastmasters. They also have a video library where you can watch and learn from other presenters. These are my 7 tips for preparing yourself for the type of presentation that we'll do in this class. So whether you are going to pre-record your presentation or whether you'll be giving it live online, here are some ways to make sure that goes as smoothly and successfully as possible. Okay, number 1, put your phone on silent. Yeah, just remember, you may also wish to turn off Bluetooth on your phone, particularly if you're using a microphone like mine, which is connected to my Bluetooth headset. The phone can sometimes attempt to interfere. So those are 2 tips, but turn off your phone. Get your mic and your camera ready. So test it out beforehand. Make sure everything is set up okay. Make sure your mic is on and ready to go. And it can make a huge difference in these online environments if you do have a microphone handy. Try and find a quiet spot. I really recognize that this photo is very idyllic. And I can tell you right now, even though we're in a pandemic and everyone's supposed to be on lockdown, my neighbor appears to be doing some kind of weed whacking. So what can you do? You just do your best to find a quiet spot with good lighting. Now, this doesn't have to be a professional setup. Indeed, let's go behind the scenes. This is what my lighting looks like right now. I'm standing in a corner of my children's bedroom. Yay for that $3 desk lamp I bought 10 years ago from Kmart. It's also really helpful to let your family or your housemates or your pets know that you're recording. In our household, we use this very professional signage outside of the door when one of us is giving lectures. As you will have seen, that doesn't always work. But hey, we tried. Okay, you'll have seen me holding this thing. I doubt that you have one, but if you do, it can be really helpful to have a slide clicker because then you're not having to stand right at your laptop as you're presenting. You can also enlist a friend if you're going to record a video and get them to hit that arrow key for you. This is like a highly professional tip. Don't worry if you don't have this one. It's also really good to stand up. Our voices, our demeanor, and our confidence are greater when we're standing. So again, behind the scenes, when you guys see me in front of a brick wall, I'm recording on my laptop on some milk crates, but I'm standing up, and it makes a big difference. And finally, no matter what happens, no matter the unexpected interruptions, hang with it. You've got this, and good luck.